What's up, horror hounds, and welcome back to the Lucid Nightmare. I'm your host as always, Jay Schatzer, and today I have a fantastic little film for us. It is two short stories packed into one awesome feature. It is by Dario Argento and George Romero. It is Two Evil Eyes. It came out in 1990. Fantastic film, just kind of based off of Edgar Allan Poe's works. And it's really a combination and a match made in heaven. So let's just jump right in and check this one out for ourselves. Here is Two Evil Eyes. Two Evil Eyes is a diabolical and demented double dose of horror greatness, crafted by the godfathers of the horror genre, George A. Romero and Dario Argento. Drenched in modern gothic thrills and totally wicked thrills, this fantastic collaboration features two short stories based on the captivating works of Edgar Allan Poe, seen through the warped and vile lens of both Argento and Romero. Violent, unsettling, and truly inspiring, Two Evil Eyes is a masterclass of macabre, and it's a production that truly captures the spirit and unease of Poe's most vivid of tales. The first story, entitled The Facts in the Case of Mr. Valdemar, centers around a gold-digging harlot named Jessica and an opportunistic hypnotist practitioner named Dr. Hoffman, who, after stealing a fortune from Jessica's ill and soon-to-be late husband, come to find that greed, mistrust, and murder always come hand in hand. Dying under hypnosis, Mr. Valdemar haunts the conniving couple from beyond the grave, forcing them to question their sanity and their loyalty to each other, only to prove to the two that sometimes death is just the beginning. Across the board, the actors and actresses that make up this outlandish story do an amazing job with George Romero's impeccable direction, and they all make this one a hell of a frightening and engaging entry. The main players of this morbid tale are Adrienne Barbeau as Jessica Valdemar, the beautiful and busty Black Widow, whose greed and ambitions knows no bounds. Rami Zada as Dr. Robert Hoffman, a heartless and driven medical practitioner whose schemes and plans come back to haunt him. Bingo O'Malley as Ernest Valdemar, a wealthy bedridden senior citizen who inexplicably comes back from the grave. E.G. Marshall as Stephen Pike, Mr. Valdemar's financial holder and concerned advisor. And rounding out the tight-knit cast is Tom Atkins as Detective Grogan, a pragmatic police officer who's determined to get to the bottom of the case. Performed with absolute class and total earnest, the cast of The Facts in the Case of Mr. Valdemar are completely pitch perfect, forging a well-crafted story which truly takes its characters into some dark and mysterious places. Unsettling to say the least and filled with nail-biting sequences, everyone on board does a wonderful job in grounding the story in a tangible reality, while still maintaining the more fantasy-infused portions of the story. Following up the first entry is Dario Argento's profusely maleficent masterpiece, The Black Cat. The story centers around a crime scene photographer named Roderick Usher, whose obsession with a mysterious black cat that his girlfriend Annabelle has brought into their home leads him down a twisted and deadly path of jealousy, aggression, depravity, and murder. With Roderick's mind spiraling into madness and his bloodlust surging to unparalleled levels, can he cover his tracks and regain his sanity? Or has the black cat truly driven him completely and utterly mad? Insanely stark and entirely disturbing, The performers of this dire and morbid tale bring their absolute A-game as they weave an intricate narrative filled to the brim with obsessive tendencies and violence-infused flair. The ultimate scene stealers of this vivid piece are Harvey Keitel as Roderick Usher, the brooding and tormented photographer who's got literal cat scratch fever, Madeline Porter as Annabelle, Roderick's witchy woman and absolute adorer of her feline friend, John Amos as Detective Legrand, an intrepid gumshoe who's hot on the trails of this lurid mystery, Martin Balsam as Mr. Pym, Roderick's nosy neighbor and constant pain in the ass, and finally Holter Graham as Christian, Annabelle's touchy-feely friend and faithful supporter. From small roles to main players, the cast truly ignites the tale to life as they bring a great deal of gravitas and believability into this astounding Edgar Allan Poe story. When it comes to a match made in cinematic heaven, Two Evil Eyes takes the cake, as it brings three legendary creative minds to the table in Romero, Argento, and Poe, and infuses all of their sensibilities into one outstanding final product, which truly entertains on all levels. Thrilling, frightening, and shockingly performed and executed, this double dose of Edgar Allan Poe greatness is a class above the rest, and one of the genuinely great anthology films to ever come out of the genre. It's got personality, perversion, and a whole hell of a lot of memorable moments, and you just can't go wrong with the class act group of actors and actresses that make up this wonderful production. If you're a fan of Edgar Allan Poe's substantial body of writings, and you absolutely adore all the cinematic gems that both George A. Romero and Dario Argento have brought to the light of day, then you just can't go wrong with this collaborative masterpiece. In the end, Two Evil Eyes is a deliriously devilish duo of dementedly dire tales, all with that morbid Edgar Allan Poe class. And there you have it, weirdos. That is the sensationally great and just ultimate masterpiece of both Argento and Romero. It is Two Evil Eyes, just a match made in heaven, like I said before, and just a great telling of Edgar Allan Poe's works. Just really beautifully done, some really demented, gory stuff in there, and just truly thrilling stuff. But guys, that's it for me today. I hope you enjoyed that one, and I hope you like what I'm doing here. If you do, please like and subscribe. And if you have time, leave a comment below because I'd love to hear from you. But until then, I will see you guys at the next movie review. Take care.